Yo, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Ryan Fraser in the building. Ryan from the six. Man, shout out to everybody in the building, man. It's Friday. You know what I'm saying? The weekend's coming up. It's gonna be a slow weekend. Not a lot of boxing, but you know what I'm saying? It's a good weekend nonetheless. I mean, shoot, if you want to get up early in the morning, Angelo Leo is fighting, defending his title up on Pro Box, so that'll be free on YouTube. Shout out to him for that. But man, shout out to everybody who's tuning in, man. I really appreciate y'all for the support. I had a couple interviews this week. Um, two fighters actually are fighting on Danny Swift Garcia's promotions on June 7th, man. I just had Tanji earlier today. I think at 8 p.m. we did the interview, and then I had Ray Cordano. He's from New York, man. Shout out to him. So I mean, go check the page out. Go see what those guys are doing, man. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Shout out to my dude, man. Yancey in the building. What's going on, brother? Yes, sir. I really appreciate y'all, man. And when y'all come in, man, make sure you smash that like button like Ann Wolf.
Did not really fight her.
Oh, big right hand. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is.
Gotta pay homage. Gotta pay homage to Ann Wolf. You know what it is, man. And shout out to everybody on the gram tuning in. Shout out to everybody on Twitter tuning in. I really appreciate y'all, man. It's love and support to keep grinding, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Oscar dropping that $2 on the boy. My man Oscar, he said Angelo Leo versus Kameda. Fire with the gasolina. Yo, I heard Kameda's being spicy with Angelo, man. They were talking, but you know, I never knew much about Kameda, so that's why I never really covered the fight, man. But shoot, I'm gonna have to get up early and watch that, man. I wonder if Doc doing a fight chat or something. Yeah, man. I'll definitely have to tune into that because Angelo Leo, he's in that fire division of 126. So, there's a lot of going on there, man. 126 is definitely one of those divisions that I look forward to, especially with the ascendance of the 140s coming up, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Teofimo Lopez possibly moving up. 147 is gonna be a new hotbed. We got Manny Pacquiao coming back to 147. Shoot, if he wins a title, if he beats Barrios, then bro, we could possibly see Devin Haney versus Manny Pacquiao, which would be nasty work, man. I'm not for it, but Devin Haney is positioned, and he was a champ at 40. He didn't lose his belt. He went like champion in recess or something like that, and then Pollo got the belt. But yeah, I'm interested into what's going on tomorrow with Josh Taylor, man. That's why I want to talk about the 147. Got it. I don't know if the Teo fight gonna get to him. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know, man. But I know one thing about Josh Taylor. He is one of the few dudes to be undisputed. One of the few guys to win the Super Six. That's another thing people just don't value anymore. It's the Super Six, man. And Josh Taylor won the Super Six. I believe he beat out Regis Prograis. I think it was Regis Prograis he beat out in the final of that. And Regis Prograis, obviously, we was high on him. Oh, he said where the link at? Yo, shout out to Troy, man. I'm gonna send you that link to your DMs, brother. Yeah, man. Definitely gonna talk about Josh Taylor and what he could do, man. Cause I don't know how good Josh Taylor really is. And the thing about Josh Taylor is it seemed like he never wanted to jump at 47 when Crawford and Spence was there, man. They were there, Crawford and Spence, and he was talking about moving up, but he never actually made the jump. And then that's when he fought Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez beat him, man, easy. So I mean, I'm not really sold, man. Oh, there's Troy there, man. He said, "Where that link at?" Yeah, bro. I'm gonna drop that link right now in the chat for you, Troy. Or sorry, Hamza, bro. I'm out here destroying my man. Oh, that's Hamza. Hamza, bro. You drop that in the chat. Y'all want to come up, talk that boxing, bro. But yeah, man, Josh Taylor, I'm not sure how he's gonna fare at 47. You know, I think the brother, I liked him at 40, man. I just think he passed it, right? Like we saw with Jack Catterall. We thought he beat him twice. You know, he only got one, but I thought he beat him twice, bro. So, you know, I don't know, man. Josh Taylor, we'll have to see how he is tomorrow. And no disrespect to his opponent, but I don't know his opponent. So if Josh Taylor struggle tomorrow, what we gonna think of him? Like he don't belong at 47. That's what I'm gonna think, just off the top, man. But hey, that's neither here or there. Because to be real, I just don't know if Josh Taylor is that good anymore. You know, it's sad to say. And you know, it even more telling because like Bob Arum never picked him up, man. I think this is a Queensberry card, actually. This is not a top rank event. And I mean, if y'all remember the last time Josh Taylor fought, um, Bob Arum was up in the ring talking about, oh, this is robbery, the scorecards are terrible. You know, this 90-year-old man jumped in the ring for that, for Josh Taylor, man. So I felt like he probably was gonna, you know, run it back with Josh Taylor, but it looked like this is a Queensberry card, so I don't know. I don't know unless Queensberry went co-promotional with Josh Taylor, because I know they do that. They did that with Fury, right? So Fury could go over and fight Deontay Wilder. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe this is the same situation, and I'm just tripping, man. But I don't know, man. Josh Taylor, he just not the same guy that we knew that won that Super Six, man. Like that was a different dude, man. Yeah, he said Josh Taylor definitely in Ruger. Yeah, Rougarou, yeah. I mean, yeah, Rosie Ramirez generation, yeah, on the way out, but we will see tomorrow. Yeah, man. And that's why a lot of people were like, "Oh man, Devin Haney's fighting Ramirez, you know, old Ramirez." That's why a lot of people were saying that because they feel like, you know, Jose Ramirez is not, you know what I'm saying? He's not in his prime anymore. He's not in that mode anymore, bro. And I totally get that. Like Jose Ramirez, definitely a great fighter, but you know, I don't know, man. Oh yeah, man, open panel for sure, bro. I definitely my man Heavy Bag TV in the building, know what it is. Yeah, brother. Yeah, I dropped that link. I think I pinned it. But yo, let me know if that link's working or not. Cause the last time I was on, I had Ryan Rosecki and he couldn't get on. So I ended up having to do it over IG, which was kind of painful, man. But we got it done, yo. Shout out to Ryan Rosicki too. He stuck with me. He could have just been like, you know, F this, man, I'm going to bed or something like that. But nah, he stuck with it. He did the interview, man, and you know, we got a lot out of that interview too. Got a lot of shorts that I gotta drop for that because you know what I'm saying, we got some content. But shout out to him, man. Yeah, so Josh Taylor, he fights tomorrow, 147 debut. He should win pretty easy. You know, Josh Taylor is a recognized champion, former ring champion, former undisputed champion. And we just want to see him do well so that he can spice up this 147 division even more. I mean, 147 is starting to take its spot back, man. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to do what it's supposed to do. It's one of the hottest divisions historically in boxing. Shout out to my guy, Just Do Boxing, man. He said, giving you your just due. Yes, sir. Bill, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Just Do Boxing. Make sure y'all go check him out, man. Great channel. He here Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. You know, shout out to him, man. I gotta jump on Just Do's panel more. It's just it'd be hard because I get the kids right after school. I pick them up and then I bring them home. And my wife usually don't get home till like 6. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Paying daddy duty until then. But my man Just Do, he be here every day, man, building. For sure, man. My man Thomas Hill in the building, yo. Yes, sir. He said, Ron Fraser, my good people from up yonder. Salute, brother. Thomas Hill, man. Oh, yeah, my man Hamza, he say he's setting up now. I appreciate you, brother. Yo, we gonna get that technical boxing blood, man, in the building. Y'all don't even know, man. My man Hamza, he be on Instagram breaking down boxing, man. Yeah, I gotta see if he got videos other places. But yo, y'all gotta go check him out, man. He definitely got some of the best boxing breakdowns. Y'all gonna see, man, when he get up here. Shout out to Thomas Hill, man. Thomas Hill is another great guy, man. Shout out to his boxing community because it's always good to meet people that want to up the sport. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're here for. We're here to deliver good news. Obviously, we can be critical about some people, but I feel like the criticism is needed sometimes. Not everybody's perfect, but at the same time, we come in here and we try to provide for the sport, man. Try to up the sport. Never put it down. That's not what I do. Nah, bro. So around these parts, you definitely gonna get your just due, just like my man just do boxing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm gonna be a little critical too, man. Shout out to my guy James, yo. It's your first time here, man. Yo, just do one thing for me, man. Smash that like button like Ann Wolf.
Did not really fight her.
Oh, big right hand. One punch. That is it. Forget about the.
Yeah, brother. And subscribe to the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Follow the movement. I'm up here trying to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to GMT Sports in the building. What's good, fam? Oh, he said good interview. Yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to man Tanji. Shout out to him, bro. I mean, y'all go check that out. I didn't know he only been in the sport for 5 years, but I watched that man headline a Red Owl card, man. He doing his thing. And I think like he was going against an undefeated fighter too, man. Didn't really know him at the time, but that's the thing about when you start interviewing these lower guys. You get to know them, and shoot, if they pan out, just think about it, bro. You got the bookies beat already because you done seen some things, so you know how they gonna be in certain fights. So like that's the benefit of doing it. You know what I'm saying? These bookies come out with these lines, and you're like, nah, man, I know dudes like that. And he will be like that. Just like everybody, like I think it was Thomas Hill and Just Do. These dudes were telling me about Lamont Roach. They're like, nah, this fight ain't gonna be easy with Tank. And even though, I respect their opinions, I was thinking, hell nah, Lamont Roach can't hang with Tank Davis. And look how that fight went, man. So shout out to them guys because they know about Lamont Roach. They know their insight, bro. You see, yeah, right, man. Yep. Yeah. Oh, Tam. Oh, nah, man. Not gonna get Tam on. Yeah, I try to hit her up, but Tam Tebow, she's definitely a great fighter here. I think she trains in England. She's from Canada, but I think she trains in England, so time zone's a little bit off. I think they 7 hours ahead. But shout out to her, man. She doing her thing. She signed an MVP. She fighting only 3-minute rounds. All her fights have been men's rules. They on that movement, man. I appreciate them, man. I appreciate them. What's good? What's good, my man? Heavy Bag. I'll bring him up in a second here. Just gonna try to play with this, man. I need a producer or something. Need somebody in here. All right, what's going on, broski? What's good?
What's good, boss?
Heavy Bag TV?
What up, what up, what up, man? I had to come through, support, holler at you,
I
kick it with you.
Absolutely, man. Hey, let the people know where they can find you, man.
YouTube, man. Heavy Bag TV. Instagram at Heavy Bag TV 1, man. And Twitter, man, at Heavy Bag TV.
Real, real.
Come subscribe, have a conversation with your boy too.
Yep. Yeah, man. What do you think about Josh Taylor coming up to 47?
I like it. He should have been there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He been overdue, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's a big boy. I think he should have been at 47 about 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But I like Josh, man, and hopefully he'll put on a show.
Nah, I like Josh Taylor too. I've always been a fan, but like I'm just gonna say the same thing you said. 2 years ago, he should have been in this spot. So I felt like maybe now he's, I don't know, over the hill. Maybe like he's just been stressing himself, being drained so much. Because I felt like Tio should have never got that fight with him, man. He should have been out the
Oh
division.
yeah. Yeah, T.O. skipped the line, man, and you know, I think is a lot like how Eddie Hearn. I don't know if you heard the news about Eddie Hearn feeling concerned about Boots in his weight,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and potentially fighting Teofimo Lopez and underperforming. So I think that had a lot to do with Josh Taylor kind of underperforming versus Teofimo Lopez. It was a with some weight concerns then for Josh Taylor.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't want to take anything from Tio. I don't fuck with him for real, but the skill set is crazy. You know what I mean? I got to give him credit for that performance.
Yeah. Nah, man. Like, yeah, when it comes to boxing, yeah, you're right, bro. I don't really fuck with Tio outside of boxing, but like he can box. But yeah, I
Well,
think for Boots and Tio, I just think that like as Boots Ennis, how do I get up for that fight? Like this dude's a little dude moving up. I mean, he's not really a box office star, so he's not gonna be big pockets coming in here. So it's like
yeah.
I'm trying to be undisputed. What the hell does Teofimo Lopez really bring to the table? Like, I might as well fight my mandatory so I can get that out the way and continue on my wait for Norman Jr. Hopefully he win in Japan and
Yeah.
then we get the unification.
Yeah, you would think that would be the move for Boots, but it's like Norman's got to he's got to fight. Barrios got to fight.
Mhm.
But we still got several months to go in a year, so he got time to have a stay busy fight. If it's not going to be as mandatory, I just think having the name Teofimo Lopez on your resume, it's more of a legacy fight for Boots for me because
Right.
at the day, Teofimo Lopez is a two-time lineal champion, bro.
Yes. Yep. Mhm.
And if he did defeat Teofimo Lopez, would he be the best name on Boots' resume?
Yeah, he would be, no doubt, for sure.
To stamp that and snatch that little legacy from Tio in the meantime while you waiting, I don't think it's a horrible idea.
Right. Nah, I agree, man. It's definitely his best name he'll be in the ring with.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man LA in the building. What's going on, LA? Say I agree. He stayed at 40 too long. His body was starting to break down. Nah, man. Yeah, I remember there was like pictures of Josh Taylor talking to Terrence Crawford, telling him he was going up to 47 when Crawford was just there. So it was like, man, he should have been there when Spence and Crawford were still there. But hey,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
my
Agreed.
man James, he said, I'm gonna be honest. You're the first dude I heard say something like that. Props to you, brother. I said something like what? Hey, well, I'll take it
Yeah,
though.
what'd you say?
I
For sure.
appreciate you, James. Man, my man LA, he be trolling in the chat sometimes. He be funny. He said, you saying you want undisputed then fighting Tio does look kind of funny if you're being objective. Yeah, I know, but he can't get the other belts right now. I mean,
Yeah, you
Barrios
gotta
is tied up
put some
and Norman's
context to
tied
it,
up.
man. You gotta
Yeah,
put some context to it. Like he's in a situation where he's got the rest of the year, and the two cats he needs to fight, they got fights. You know
tied,
what I
man.
mean?
And it
What do
depends
you
on
do in the meantime?
right. And if they have wars, it might be longer because like they might need time to sit out and recover. So
Yeah.
it's not really on Boots at this point. Shout out to L Dub Boxing, man. Make sure you
It's
check out
good.
L
Real
Dub.
dub.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
if there's a rematch clause on that Barrios Pacquiao fight?
I
I
don't.
know typically it is, but I don't know if they
Yeah,
wanted to do that with that particular fight.
I haven't heard the rematch clause, but I think if you Barrios, you put it in just in case.
Yeah.
like,
Like
I,
a lot of people taking Manny, bro.
yeah, I was gonna
I
say
can't see it, but
2 fights with Manny. I mean, that's not bad. You know what I'm saying, payday wise.
word, word, word.
Man, my man Oscar, he said, is Eddie gonna get the WBC fight for Connor or Boots? Well, I think Devin Haney's number one now in the BC. Now that he's moved up,
Yeah, he is.
one
Yep.
now. So I'd probably go to Devin Haney next. Shout out to my guy, Dr. Box and Talk in the building. Go check him out. He's on every day pretty much from 8 a.m. I think he starts. And 7 p.m. he got 2 shows. Salute Doc.
Oh,
Man.
word. Salute, Dr. Boxer.
Yeah, man. He be on it. Not me, bro. I'm not like that. I got a day job, fellas.
Word. Hey, so who is Josh Taylor coming back against, and when is that fight?
Man, that's fight's tomorrow. Actually,
Oh, is it okay? So that is this week.
yeah, shoot, I had it here, man. I've never heard of this dude before. Yeah,
Never heard of him.
he's supposed to win that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those get back,
Buddy trash.
rust out. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he trash.
Yeah,
Gotta,
so
make Josh look good. He been gone for a minute. How long he's been out the ring now?
since the Teal fight, I think. Oh no, he fought Catterall
No.
after.
Yeah, he fought the rematch.
Yeah.
So probably since the rematch with Catterall.
Yeah, since the Catterall
Yeah.
rematch for sure. And that's interesting too because Catterall, now that he's lost to Barbosa, he's been out for a while too. I don't know why when these guys lose, they just stay out. Like I don't understand that.
Shelf him. They sometimes mentally, man, it's hard to get past those L's. So coming off, it seems like normally coming off the loss is what hold them out. You know what I mean, for a while. So I think it's a mental battle there, and then they gotta, once they get past that mental battle, they can start doing the physical.
Oh, okay. All right, my guy L-Dub, he be in the rankings, man. So I believe him on this one. He said Suleiman, I think it's that French guy, is the BC mandatory. I know he just fought a Green Machine, and Green Machine dropped him, bro.
Dropped him, yeah.
Shout out to that dude then. I mean, he's the man though. Yeah, he said, yeah, that's who Josh Taylor is fighting. Echo Usman. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know him, so Josh better look good, man.
Gotta look good. And outside of the champions at 47,
Yeah.
and then you think about who's coming up to 47. I'm not so sure how Josh fares, bro. Like moving forward, I'm not so sure unless it's some serious low hanging fruit on some fluke shit. I'm not so sure he grabs a title at 47.
Yeah. I mean, there's better
Even
fights
the
for
bean.
him, but yeah, does he get a title? Yeah, that's tough, man.
Yeah.
Because Boots, I can't see him beating Boots. I don't even know about Brian Norman. Like Norman's a big kid.
Yeah. Barrios,
yep. And now you're adding Devin Haney in the mix.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You think about cats coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt he sees T.O. again, but if he did, I think he loses again.
Yeah, that's true. L-Dub says a tough fight for Taylor. He said Usman is strong with good work rate. Oh, okay, so you should push Taylor a bit then. Nah, we expect more L-Dub, man. Josh Taylor's a former unified champ, man, undisputed. But man, you hear the news? Schofield.
I like that fight.
You like that fight, eh?
I mean,
man.
Schofield's still on my shit list. You know what I mean? Like, I'm giving them niggas the real stink face for sure. But I ain't mad at that fight.
Nah, that's a good fight. I mean, especially like not taking the Abdullah Mason fight, that's probably the next best fight you could take. But it's like we said on your channel, bro. Like, okay, how much they getting paid for this? They not getting paid $1 million. We know that.
Yeah. No, hell no. I think this is one of the fights on the new deal. Because if you didn't take if you're not announcing the Abdullah Mason fight next, then that leads me to believe you took the deal that Oscar had for you.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Which starts now, and shoot.
Oscar spun that web and caught a fly, man.
He got 5 years, man.
Oh, that's nuts, bro.
Oh, nuts. Man. He said, "Come on, my brother. We're in the okay." So, Doc, you going live for the Leo fight? I think Angelo Leo fights at like 2 a.m. in Japan.
Yeah. It's gonna be around that time.
Yeah, it's on ProBox, so it's free. Shout out to ProBox, man.
Yeah, shout out ProBox. Yo, if you ain't fucking with ProBox, man, you just not a boxing fan. ProBox is where it's at, man.
Yep. Nah, I like ProBox, man. I've been a big fan, but I like this fight, man. I just think it's dangerous for Schofield, man. Like Tevin Farmer, he dropped Zepeda. Arguably gave Zepeda, like, pushed him right to the brink twice, and like, Zepeda was supposed to be this boogeyman, supposed to be the guy to beat Shakur.
Yeah.
We still got to see, Shakur can still go in there and lose, but uh, I don't know, man. Tevin Farmer, he also gave Raymond Mulataya a good fight too. Like I thought
Facts.
he like could have won that. Like, you know,
Yeah.
so I
Close
just think
fight.
for Schofield, like this is a big task.
I think the only problem that I can really see Tevin having is Schofield's probably 10 times more explosive than Zepeda. You feel me? Like Zepeda, you can see him coming. Like I think it's gonna be some moments in that fight where he's gonna realize like how this young motherfucker's athletic, and when he does decide to dart out there, it's
Right.
fast. Other than that, Tevin can box, man. So his boxing abilities and style, his footwork should give Schofield some problems. For
Yeah.
sure.
Nah, man, for sure, for sure. My man LA, he said Junior called it a stepping stone, but it's his first former champ, so we'll see. Oh shit. Yo, he's calling Tevin Farmer a stepping stone. Man, that's wild, bro. I mean,
I
Tevin
mean,
Farmer's accomplished a lot in the sport.
you lose twice to Zepeda, man. You ain't been a champ in a minute.
Yeah.
A lot of people would say that he's maybe a little past his prime.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
You are a stepping stone, bro.
But he's still
Wait and keep it a bean.
I mean, we gotta look at I think we gotta look at Schofield's oppositions. Like, bro, you came from where? You came from, I think I wanna say he fought that dude last one where he got dropped. I forget who that guy's name is. Frig, man.
Oh, that dropped Schofield?
Yeah.
That was his last fight. I can't even remember the dude's name.
Yeah, Tellez Grunion or something. Anyways,
Yeah, it
had
was
him looking
Tellez. It was Tellez.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then you go to this fight with Tevin Farmer? Oh, man. I gotta bring my man Boxing Blood up in here to tell us about this, bro. My man. My bad, yo. Trying to get him up in here. What's going on, my man? Hamza in the building, bro. What's going on?
Salute, my brother.
Man, what's good with y'all?
Man.
My mic ain't crackling or nothing, is it?
Nah, you
Sound
clear,
good
bro.
on
You
my
good.
Yeah.
What's good with y'all?
Bro, we straight. What you think about this Schofield and Tevin Farmer?
I actually think this is a good fight that his dad is letting Oscar help his career by getting decent veterans. I mean, he still could lose because Tevin Farmer is a live dog, you know what I mean? And he got enough slickness. But I noticed that Schofield be kind of dying out in the later rounds. You know what I'm saying? From a lot of athleticism, he be using a little bit too much athleticism and not enough technical skill. So it just depends on what he brings to the table. He can have some trouble in there, or he can do well.
Right. Right, man. What do you like? I heard Ronnie Shields not with them no more. And like for me, that was the
Oh
biggest
yeah, he
thing. It's like,
did. Then it's gonna be hard.
Oh, he not?
bro, yeah, because I heard I know somebody who's within his camp and said like, yeah, Ronnie basically kicked him out the gym, like, because he not with the drama. They were doing a lot of drama during that Shakur lead up, and you know what I'm saying. Ronnie not gonna risk his gym for them.
Did he say what kind of drama? Because I ain't never heard nothing like that from
Well,
the camp.
just the whole like we got raided, Shakur,
Oh, yeah,
like the
yeah.
passport thing. Like, man, nobody
Bullshit,
want to be
yeah.
around that clown stuff,
The
man.
bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, like you got world champions in your gym.
Word.
Like you can't bring that type of stuff in there. But like I
Yeah,
thought
well,
Ronnie should have been the lead the whole time.
yeah, these fathers don't know how to have a seat, man. That's what that's what be putting their children's careers to a detriment. They just gotta know how to take a back seat and be a father instead of trying to be a coach and a father. It just don't work. It's very seldom that has actually worked. Listen, even the best fighter in the world, Floyd Sr., couldn't
Yeah.
have his dad in the corner because it's not that his dad doesn't give out great information and know how to technically coaching. It's that he's too invested.
Okay.
He's too invested. Like he might be, hey man, stop this guy. And then Roger is more, now do what you keep doing. do this. You ain't got to do that. Keep boxing. Do this. Roger is there to remind Floyd on what to do because he already knows what to do. Floyd Sr. wants to control the thing because that's his son. And that sometimes that's too much because I see it in the regular world with some of the guys I work with and their sons. And it's just bad. It's not good.
You get that vibe from Bozy? I feel like Bozy got one instruction for Boots. That's it.
I'll say this about
Get him out of
Bozy.
here.
My man said he only got one instruction. Get him out of here.
Fact.
I noticed this like when I did some research on Bozy and who he was as a pro. And don't get me wrong, I always say, being a professional, that's when you should be coaching another professional. But not every professional can coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I would say that when I looked at Bozy's box rec, his first loss was against a guy. His first fight, which is his first loss, was against a guy who was 6-7, which is a bum. Yeah. So it's like that means you're not that sweet in there. You see what I'm saying? You have to know how to read the box rec. So like when my first fight, I took bum, stopped him. But I'm in there with bums, you coming up out of there. Pack him up, like my man be saying.
Yes,
but
you former pro, bro?
Yeah, I'm an old pro. So like,
okay, words.
Yeah,
okay,
I had 8 scraps.
Okay,
8-0, couple knockouts. You know what I'm saying?
Came out that Mayweather gym. Tell them, Troy or Hamza.
Well,
tell them.
I wasn't in the Mayweather gym, but I ran through there. Like when I was in there,
bro.
When I was in the Floyd gym, people wasn't like sparring. Like all that stuff y'all see on TV is cap, man. I'm just here to
for
tell
the lights,
you.
eh?
Yeah, like
it's made for TV.
Yeah, facts. You know what I mean? Them guys don't be in there trying to spar for real. So they be trying to get celebrity sparring. Like if when Errol was coming through there, they'll be fake trying to get some work with Errol because he's Errol. Right. But if they see a guy who looked the part to walk up in there, they not trying to work because if you bust a pack, that's gonna get back to Floyd. Floyd will be up at the gym trying to doghouse you. Now you getting your Pacquiao split. And I don't be on that.
Yeah,
that's cap. I'm just
too much pressure.
Yeah, it is. So but I've sparred some guys in there like Linnell K.O. Bellows and Will Clemens that came out to the Bay one time. I sparred him. That's my guy. He's from Ohio. Clemens? Yeah, but that don't count though. He from Ohio, so that don't count because I'm from Ohio.
So that was a light spar.
Yeah, no, because Ohio people don't spar like I'm from Ohio and he from Ohio. So we was gonna work regardless. You know what I'm saying? But K.O. Bellows was the only other guy I ever sparred in the Mayweather gym. He a super middleweight who's punching.
Well, you was at 122?
No, I was at 147 and 154.
147. Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I was really at 154. You know
what
I'm saying? And then on my box rec, like one of my last a guy a rematch, he wasn't making no 154. He was a middleweight. So those fights I fought at like middleweight. I used to be a lot bigger.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to say you look small.
Yeah, no, it just with clothes on I'll be looking small, but I'm a legit fight. I'm like Shane. I'm Shane Mosley size, but a little bit bigger naturally. Because Shane Mosley don't have no like he's a lean guy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like more filled out than Shane because I used to be on weights. And then I used to be walking around at like 170. So but yeah, man, Bozy is cool, but he I noticed the way they train is not real conducive to how he's supposed to be fighting. Because they do a lot of show pad mitts and things like that, and that shit don't work for real. They not doing what Floyd be doing. They think they are, but they not. You know what I mean? I'm glad I hope he about to be getting some work with Canelo. I can't wait to that's gonna be good for Boots.
You train, bro? You sound like you train.
Oh yeah, I'm a coach. I'm a
Okay,
professional
word.
coach. Yeah, I mean,
Hell
I
yeah.
coach amateurs and professionals.
Getting that technical boxing blood breakdown.
That's
Yeah,
what's
no,
up.
like I really, be training people and doing the work. Like I tried everything else. Boxing is my calling. I got off the prayer rug and I made my intentions. So boxing is my calling because I didn't try everything under the sun except Paul's worthy stuff. But I didn't try everything. That's my man coming in right now, Coley, who box professionally. So I didn't try it all, bro. I didn't try the street work. I didn't try
Mhm.
other things.
No, stick
That
with the
that
calling, bro. Stick with
yeah,
the
the
calling,
the
man.
boxing is at the end of the day, that's what works.
Word.
That's where I get my love and where the Supreme want me to be. So that's where I'm at.
Salute Dr. Boxing Talk for joining the members, man. Appreciate you, brother. My man LA, he's saying he said no Guzman either. Oh, for Floyd Schofield. I guess Guzman was gonna train him, but he's busy with Charlo.
He's cooked.
Probably
He's cooked.
Who the hell training them?
he's probably training with
His
his dad
dad,
then.
he cooked.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, his dad be on that. Boy, what his dad say he knew on all the styles of boxing, 5 styles of boxing? I don't know
There
what
ain't no
styles
five
those are.
styles about it, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a cap. See, that's what I
yeah.
be saying. Like, please. Because what's my man's name? Heavy Bag John.
Mm.
Yeah.
What's your name? Heavy Bags
Heavy
One.
bag. Yeah.
I could tell you funny, bro. So please don't have me on here screaming.
I might say some wild shit.
Oh, he's funny, but like I've noticed one thing with dad coaches that they be making up like names and stuff that got nothing to do with boxing. Like do the Spaz Master, like, and be making up moves. And I noticed that with Schofield, even how he hit the bag and how he be switching stances. Yeah, that shit. Excuse my language.
Nah, you straight.
I know it don't even look sweet to me, but I know to the eye, to people they see it, oh, he's sweet. The way he switch it, dude, that's not real boxing. That get you knocked out. That's what happened to H2O.
Yeah, bro. He was in the kitchen too long.
Yeah, no, he just switching and doing moves that are not boxing moves.
Wasting energy.
Yeah, no, just actually doing moves that are not fundamental law. Boxing has a law. It's a sweet science. That means science. The word of science, the root word means to know. So like, it's certain moves that they pulling that's not lawful boxing moves. They're not constitutional. You don't see Sugar Ray doing them. You don't see no great boxer in the golden era or in the ages before the golden era in the 80s from the 30s and all up to the late 90s and the early two. You don't see nobody doing them moves, man. Them ain't moves.
Yeah.
And that's why they be getting their pack busted. And I'm honest.
Word. I heard you say Cook though. You feel like he cooked without Guzman or Ronnie. You know, if he just got senior, you think you leaning Tevin's way?
I would lean Tevin's way because I'm just gonna ask this question and you guys tell me because I don't want to overtalk. What do you do for a living, Rye?
Oh, me?
Like, yeah, like what would you know what I'm saying? Like,
I work in the manufacturing industry, bro.
all right.
Yeah.
So say you manufacturing engines
Mm.
and you know all the parts to the engines, the carburetor,
Right.
if you never manufacture the engine, how you gonna tell somebody how to
Yeah. You're gonna be
manufacture?
messed up, bro.
It's like having all the pieces. I read this in the Metu Netter. It's saying having all the pieces to an airplane, but not having the manual. How are you gonna put something together without the manual? Then you see an airplane fly by, you like, well, hold on, I'm trying to build that. But you're not gonna be able to build that. That's where I'm at with this. You can't tell somebody to do something you never experienced. It's very hard to do that. And even when you get a Jordan, have you ever seen Jordan be able to tell anybody to do what he was able to do?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Ain't no master coach.
That's what I'm saying. It is certain types of hemispheres of the brain that allow you to do that, to be able to teach it and do it. Schofield his daddy never did it. And they're gonna say, well, Emmanuel Stewart or this guy wasn't a pro man. All those guys were in the amateurs back in the day, and in the amateurs you didn't wear headgear, so you basically was a professional.
Right.
And people don't know that. Like Emmanuel Stewart and Custom Model, those guys fought in the amateurs. Eddie Futch in the amateurs, and they didn't wear headgears. You take the headgear off, it's a different story.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's what I would say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you're right, man. I remember in amateur boxing, they do that now in the international scene. And my brother said, like, when they started doing that, everybody started moving their head more because you're not relying on that headgear no more.
Bro,
like
I can't even imagine the amateurs not wearing headgear. That nigga, that's just like sparring with no headgear, man.
Man,
Well, yeah,
that's
that's what they
That's
do on the
crazy.
Olympic stage now.
Yeah.
like you got to understand how to place your hands so you don't get a headbutt. How to keep because you never really seen Floyd. Floyd got headbutted twice in his career against a southpaw, his second or third fight, and then against who did he get headbutted later on in this fight? He was like, I can't see. It was like Madonna, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was a
I know Victor
scrappy one.
Ortiz intentionally headbutted
No,
him.
that was on the lip, but I'm talking about like
Yeah.
during the scrap. That's a good call though, bro. That's a
Yeah.
good call. But like during that, when he was like, well, I couldn't see it, he kind of like got on the bike for a minute. But like Floyd hardly ever got headbutted because he had his hands in certain places. He was always and could see that man, all of that stuff makes a difference. Like in the pro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I don't even know where they're training at now, but jeez, man, that's rough, man, because they got a 5-year contract they got to honor. Starting off with Tevin Farmer.
I mean, coming out the gate, that's tough. But because I feel like because he was supposed to see the likes of a Shakur, and then you had the Abdullah fight on the table, they had to come with somebody that was in that realm. You know what I mean? You couldn't have came back with no for show bum. But I still believe just that explosiveness from Schofield. If he can manage to kind of negate that, I do give Tevin a really good shot at beating a young boy, schooling a young boy. But he's got to prove that he can handle that athleticism, man.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. That's crazy, man.
If he stay out of it, if he don't be prideful and then just back up off of him and weather the storm and have a real game plan, he could eventually like really damage you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one thing I noticed in those Zepeda fights, Zepeda, I felt that's almost like a Juice performance for me. But Tevin was still there for the most part. I mean, he slowed down a little bit, but he was still throwing. So later on in that fight with Schofield, he could really do some damage to Youngin.
Zepeda, it's like, I'll say this. Guys who throw a lot of punches don't normally punch hard. That doesn't go together.
Yeah, it's arm punches, a bunch of arm punches.
And like it's just guys in general with power, they don't throw hard because they looking for that shot and they could chill off that. But guys who punching a lot of volume and working, like Paul Williams and those type of those guys don't have a lot of power. It's built on attrition. It's some guys that like Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. He had decent power at 130, at 135. He'll really bruise you up in there, but he wasn't like a known get you out of there puncher, but he'll really beat you up. He has solid power. So like I would say Zepeda has a little bit under solid power, but his volume is what keeps it up because it's kind of hard when you a power puncher to be throwing that many punches. That's just not in their repertoire. It doesn't work out like that.
Yeah, if it's not arm punches, you're going to gas, bro, if it's not arm punches.
Most definitely, because you really throwing with explosiveness, and that's what I'm saying about Schofield. If you could really just learn how to time up, check hooking, turning, and boxing good, and let him come with all the wild nonsense. Because like his first 30 fights, he was just headbutting people.
Yeah, he
Basically,
does come forward. Yeah,
basically. I was just about to make say that like Tevin's gonna have to be careful with that dome piece.
yeah.
You know what
But
I mean?
Tevin's slick though. He's a more slick fighter. Like he can.
But Schofield, how many fights Schofield got? He's got like what is he 17, 18?
Yeah, maybe in around there. But he
Yeah.
should be fighting. I think he should be fighting better opposition. But it's Golden Boy. They moving him a certain way. So now he's getting thrown in with the wolves, man. I mean, Tevin Farmer is former
If he
champ.
was good, he would be fighting better opposition.
Yeah, I mean he
Yeah.
overdue, bro. He didn't headline like 3-4 times.
Yeah,
It's
he
time.
has, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That
it's
last
time.
guy who had him, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
The last guy who had him on the canvas showed
Mhm.
you he's not really ready for that type of thing. So
Yes.
now, I'm gonna say this. I would logically say that Oscar is kind of tired of them. So he's like, well, we're gonna see what you got, and then we're gonna give you a 5-fight contract, tie you in, enslave you, and now you.
Oh, it's 5 years, bro.
5 years?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
not 5 fights. Yeah, it's 5 years.
For $5 million, bro.
Yeah.
He
How
had
old
the
is
Abdullah
Schofield?
Mason fight for $1 million, and then Oscar put a 5-year, $5 million contract on the table, and they took the 5-year, $5 million contract.
It's nasty work.
Nasty.
How old is Schofield?
Oh, he's still young. Maybe
Yeah,
20.
he like 23,
Yeah.
maybe.
That's listen. If you know what to do with a contract, 5 year for $5 million, you could really take that to a bank and get more money off that. Your insurance.
Yeah,
There's a
for
lot
real.
of things you could do with a 5 year, $5 million contract. It's not the best contract, but $1 million
Hell
a
no.
year for the next 5 years, meaning like you can accrue revenue off that once you say, well, no, I can pull credit off this. I could do this if you know what you're doing.
Mm.
I
Oh,
don't.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
you saying, well, in the next 5 years, I will have this money. You know
Right.
what I
It's
mean?
there.
And then
Yeah.
I'm clean cut. I do that. If his dad would just sit down, he can get endorsements. He can do a lot. The money is there. And then even if he take a loss, he still got. He could take a loss. This first one, he can get his pack busted. He still got all the rest of the year and 4 more years to try to turn it around. You know what I'm saying? And figure it out. So that's good. Like if Devin Haney had that contract, he would be in the money because he's kind of in a limbo. You know what I'm saying? Like if he took another bad loss, it's gonna look crazy because he independent and nobody gonna keep vouching for these performances. But with Schofield, he has somebody backing him. So it just really depends. But not having a Ronnie Shields or a Gooseman, that is tough.
I see it a little bit. What's my man name? You say Hamza, right?
Yes, sir.
Hamza.
Yes, sir.
But when you look at like Schofield versus an Abdullah, you would probably say Abdullah just a little bit more green than Schofield. Like it's hard not to look at that situation with $1 million on the table for one fight and roll the dice. You know what I'm saying? It's like I need to roll the dice on this one because if you beat Abdullah, you know what I mean? You writing your own ticket basically.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
You're probably going to get a better offer. You're going to get a better offer from Oscar and Golden Boy. It's you know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to.
I get it. I get that wholeheartedly. But Abdullah, it was in there with a major puncher and survived, which you never put your prospect in there with a puncher. But Schofield wouldn't beat Abdullah. He's not better technically. He's gonna break. Like from watching the last fight where he fought, it shows me that he's mentally a little weak.
Yeah.
Anybody whose dad is talking that much for you, you're a little mentally weak. Listen, I got a nephew. His dad don't have to say nothing. He boxes. He don't have to say nothing. He talking like he can see a grown man now as an amateur. You don't need that because the skill set through technique is there. He's not confident. Schofield is not fully confident in what he's doing.
In his defense, man, when I be looking at some of them interviews it looked like Junior be wanting to say, man, just shut up, bro. It looked like he wanted to tell his daddy to shut up, but he got too much respect, bro. For real.
I'm not. He wouldn't be disrespecting his dad to just be like, "Hey, blood, pipe down." Like,
Yeah.
let me get in here. I'm the one fighting. You never took a punch, pops. You didn't help me. Listen, I came out your sack. You done got me together. You done put me. It's good, but you're not. You never did this, pops. And you're my father, and I appreciate everything you done. But let me get this work. But and that's what I'm saying. As a man, there's a time like my man Coley, his dad never boxed, so it's kind of like stuff that like his dad don't step that line. Like it's a line that you gotta kind of like be willing to be a father with, and then let a guy who know boxing.
Man, shit. Senior is a habitual line stepper, man.
Man,
For real.
For real.
He don't know the line. He just do what he do.
Ain't no line, bitch. Ain't no damn line, bitch.
Shout out to my man DC3, yo, dropping the $5 on me. He said, "What's up, family? I got Farmer beating Schofield."
Man, shout out to
sure.
DC3.
Yeah,
live in a minute.
yo, man.
That's like the early rumblings from this fight is a lot of people taking Farmer, bro. Like a lot of people is taking Farmer. And now that this coach situation is out there, hey, niggas might be right, yo.
Yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go.
You ain't got no sound bite for not having that coach, that womp womp. Like that's crazy when you ain't got that coach. That is not having Ronnie Shields. But you know what I would say? It don't matter if Ronnie Shields can work his mitts and do all of that, but if he's not articulating the corner work, it's a detriment. Because my man Prentice Brewer was saying this because he coached Tiger Johnson, who's at 47.
Right.
People gotta be careful because that is has the best potential to be the best 47 pounder because he was the Olympic guy. So like he was saying, I could work with you all you want, but when after I work this skill in you, who's gonna articulate it where we're in the corner? You don't know no moves that I'm teaching or nothing. You don't know this.
Yeah.
You're habitually line stepping.
Yeah.
Facts.
You don't know none of this. So it's like, what are you telling me? Do what we had you doing. Do what you was doing in practice when I wasn't there.
Yeah.
No, it don't work like that.
I got to keep it a bean though. I'm happy for Tevin, bro. He get another, this is another big fight for him. You know what I mean? So, especially given the efforts he gave for Zepeda.
Right.
I had him winning that first one for sure.
Yeah, man. He dropped him in the first fight. That was a good one.
Yeah, it's just after he dropped him though, he kind of like
he let him off the hook.
He did.
Zepeda's activity, bro, is crazy.
It's crazy.
Like if you're gonna box him, you gotta really box him, turn him, check hooking. Like I'll give a technical breakdown on guys who fight like Zepeda. Guys who fight like Zepeda, you go into a movement and you jab them and check hook them and slow the fight all the way down.
Right.
But if they got a chin and you got good, decent power, then you meet them in the center and break them down to the body. Like a lot of these guys don't go to the body like these guys used to. Zepeda, if I'm not mistaken, is a Mexican fighter, right?
Yeah, that's what they supposed to.
He could take a headshot. You gotta go down to excuse my language. You gotta go to a bitch's body.
Yeah, man.
That bring that bitch up out of you. Excuse my language. That's just me talking as a boxing coach. You gotta go to the Mexican fighter's gut, especially when they tough like that. And you gotta be confident in that. That's all. Movement, go to the guts, and work the jab for the first 6 rounds. You gotta be working front hand, bang, bang, bang. You gotta be working that type of work. And then after the 6th round, then you start setting up the right hand. Digging that's how you had to really have a strategic game plan. A lot of guys I see, they don't have strategic 12-round game plan. So when I watch Floyd, I could see his game plan. If you watch enough Floyd, you could see the game plan.
Right.
You know what I mean? And these guys don't have that game plan. That's all.
Nah,
you got to put that water in that basement, man, for sure.
For real. Yeah, man. Even that first Floyd and Castillo fight, like I watched that fight now because it was talked about recently. Yo, Floyd basically the first 3 rounds just circled the ring, bro, and just wanted to see his footwork, basically see what he was gonna bring. And then after that, it was masterwork. Like he got it locked in after the 3rd round. He knew what he
Bro,
was doing.
it's very few people who really watch that fight. Like, I did a film study, bro. He pulled so many crazy moves in that fight, like from switching to southpaw, turning him hit. Bro, he was doing some unreal. Like, if you
Yo,
really
it's
watch it,
masterwork. Yo,
dog, he did some. Even with a torn rotator cuff, bro. And then his uncle was telling him, "You don't have to keep it
TBE,
to
man.
southpaw."
hmm
Like, bro, he was doing some moves in that fight that were crazy technical. I mean, like, it would seem to look flashy because one time he was left-handed, pulled a move, spent him, switched right-handed, cracked him. I was like, oh my, like, dog, you got to really watch that
In his
fight, bro.
bag, man. When
No,
he
he
in his
was really
bag,
in
boy.
his bag. Like, people don't understand. Floyd can fight left-handed a little bit when he need to, and he will get out at you. Like, bro,
hmm
Yeah,
that was some great work.
Yeah, that was a
great
great
work.
fight, man. Shout out to DC3. Said I feel Tevin beat Molataya and Zapata.
Gosh, oh man. I,
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm concerned though, bro. I'm concerned about Tevin. I rock with Tevin. You know what I mean? Heavy. But man, I really, really noticed that tick in that last fight, bro. Like
He
that
came
nigga
on.
kept
Oh, yeah, he said
I
it
doing
ain't
this
gonna
was.
say
shit
it.
here, nigga. Nigga,
Yeah,
you can't keep doing that shit.
he
Like,
said it was Tourette's though. He said it was his
He
Tourette's.
said he had Tourette's. He just been
I
Mm.
keeping
guess,
his
but for
secret.
this fight, for some reason, it really stood out to me. I can't
Yeah,
remember. Even in the first fight, I didn't
that's
really.
what I said.
You know what I mean? Like that shit is like a red flag, my guy. Like
That's what I said. That's what I
Yeah.
that's
said.
just a yeah.
I
I don't
said
know, bro.
I
I
never
don't even,
noticed it before.
I'm wrestling with those feelings about that, man. Because that's just like it's got to be some kind of red flag, man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. You're just not doing that just to do that. Yeah.
No, hell no. And I thought Tourette's was like with speech. That's not, or is it
No,
just straight body
it's
movement?
it's muscle body movement because Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, who former Chris Jackson,
Mm.
who was in the NBA, played for LSU. I think with Shaquille a little bit, but Chris Jackson was like the second player in the NCAA to average the most points besides Pistol Pete. He had Tourette's, and that's what he said. He had like muscle contractions and movements. You know what I'm saying? It was certain movements, but
hmm
I never noticed Tevin ticking like that before. I'm gonna have to watch my whole
Exactly.
scraps, but he said he's always had Tourette's. He said he just kept it a
Wow.
secret because I was speaking about it on The Voice a lot. You
hmm
know what I mean? And he came on social media and was like he had Tourette's, but I never noticed it before.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree,
man.
man.
It
It's
was
definitely
apparent. It was apparent as hell in that last fight, bro. I thought he kept getting hit with phantom jabs. I was like, why his head keep going back? Yeah. Wild.
so what do you
Shout
think
out
about
to
Zapata and Shakur then? Hamza? Like you think Shakur gonna be able to do that body
Taylor
work?
Made.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like these guys are getting like I get people are built up. I'll use this and boots in the same thing. A lot of people are sold on Boots because of his last performance. But if we go 2 fights before that, we were like, hey, Boots is not it because he's looking trash with Karen.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's
He
just
will.
like one fight with a tailor-made guy. No, he the greatest. He back. No, I didn't forget the totality of what we seen. He was in there with a guy who moved and made him look trash. And that lets me know he can't fight coming forward. So when you put Zapata in there with Shakur and somebody who's gonna come forward and throw punches nonstop and be there to punch, it could be a hard fight. His hands cannot be breaking down.
Yeah. Yeah, from blocking. You're right,
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
hands cannot be breaking down. Like if his hands breaking down when he landing shots, he ain't gonna be able to keep the punch volume up, and Zapata could win.
Dang.
Wow. Yeah. But I think about because of that punch volume of Cepeda and in my opinion, like the accuracy of Shakur, like this, he don't waste too many punches. It's just so many openings when a volume puncher like Cepeda, bro. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting to see. But man, I think at some point it might just turn into target practice. You know what I mean?
If his hands can stay healthy.
Yeah, if his hands can, of course. He
That's
said
what
he dealing with a new specialist and they found a remedy and his hands feel great. They found, they unlocked it. They unlocked the new hands, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, I don't believe that, man. I think when your hands is hurt, it's tough, man, to come back. They always gonna be hurt.
He said
They
he got was
always gonna be
Floyd
hurt.
specialist or something.
He said he unlocked the new hands. I knew Cuz was funny, dog. They unlocked the new hands.
Or say he got new hands, yo.
He need to get them bag gloves on them rivals. I'm telling you, that's the secret to this. Because once I bought some and really started hitting the bag every day with them, I started to notice, like, damn, I see why people was getting knocked out with these on. Like, you cannot throw a punch on no bag the wrong way with old school bag gloves on. You're gonna land off the punch.
Those smaller ones, you mean, right?
Yeah, the mitts.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah, the
like
mitt. I'm about to say they the mitt type joint.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Like, listen, you put these on and hit the bag, bro. There is no way you can hit the bag wrong. Like, you see how my fist is flat? You land it all knuckle every time. Uppercut. You land, bang, bang, bang. No matter how you turn your hand, if you hit it with you can't hit it wrong or you're going to hurt your hand. So, like, if he was to really be on with those, and it don't matter if he doing, that's the trick. I'm trying to give people these bars so they can really understand. I'm not stingy with it. Even if you're doing a show mitt work, if you was to do it with the bag gloves on, it'll still be better because you can't just slap with the mitt glove and look fast. You still gotta turn and get you still gotta turn shots. And that can cause for a knockout to happen.
Right.
So
You're sitting on some shit.
man,
Sitting on your punches.
it's
Man, that's what we
brutal.
need. That's what we need Shakur to do, man. But I don't know if those mitts will help him now, Troy. I think he's past that, man.
Well, heavy bags said he unlocked the new Jones.
Hey yo, boy, I hate to switch it up, but
Nah, go ahead.
You see what Keyshawn did last night?
Nah, what he do?
So I get the Twitter joint. I'm going down for the night. I'm going down like the Titanic, right? And the Twitter come up, boom, notification is Keyshawn. He responds to a Richardson Hitchens tweet where he kind of, it appears he being buddy with Shakur. And Key say some crazy, matter of fact, I saved it. Let me say the joint because I saved it. Keyshawn replied to the joint, say, y'all some weirdo ass niggas. Y'all should get married.
Oh, whoa.
Talking to Shakur
and Hitchens.
And Hitchens, bro. Then I see now why I just said that. I see your boy, what's his name, bro? Blue Blood. He just did a piece on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like they might be on some beef shit. Keyshawn say ain't nobody safe besides DB3.
Hey, yo,
that's
and
what we need though.
I thought Hitchens was cool with Tank, and Tank don't like Shakur, and I know Hitchens came out and he said that Shakur was giving Tank work and sparring. So, yo, man, this is like boxing drama stuff.
Y'all could be friends when y'all careers is over, man. Get this bread.
Get that work, man. See, I'm from VA. I'm in Norfolk. I'm from Norfolk. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be at the fight again. I'm gonna be at the Scope, man, on the 7th. That's my hometown. You see Sweet Pea behind me.
Yeah,
so, Norfolk all day. So yeah, man, I hate that friendship shit, man. Be friends with that nigga later, man. I want to line Shakur up. Line them up.
Hey, make money together. What the hell we doing, man? Break bread. Let's go get turkey alashigas. Go break the bread. Get the big bag. Fight each other, man.
Fact. What that nigga Mike Tyson say, you my friend, man. Fight me. Give me a bag.
Right. Yo. Shout out to the hangout spot. He said, what up, my guy Ryan and Troy? My bro's cooking. Yeah, man.
Yeah, hangout spot. I'm gonna get on your John where he be going on kind of late. Then I'll be at the client sometimes, and I'll be can't be hard for me to just get on there sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I'm on the West Coast for real.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you still training out there, eh?
Yeah, I got clients now that my gram is leaping. A lot of
Hmm.
people starting to hit me up to train, so I'm just like. Then Ness wanted me to come. Like Ness wants me to do coming to the Border Wars. Like, I had a fighter that was gonna fight, but he
Mm.
like, man, I can't just be going all the way out there them $500, $600 trips for one scrap in the Amis. So
Right. Yeah.
we canceled the Border Wars fight, and then I told Ness, and then Ness was like, man, well, you still coming, right? I'm like, well, I don't know, bro, because I can't just be moving around like that. That's just like a lot of money
Yeah.
for me to
Yep.
be
My man
doing
was telling me about that, the Border Wars. That's an amateur joint, right?
my
Yeah.
amateur joint.
Okay,
Yeah.
word.
So I'm like,
What,
man,
what,
I
where,
just
where, where they be holding that with that?
that's why they call it border wars. It be in different
I
parts of the
think.
United States. Sometimes
Yeah.
Okay, word.
Wisconsin, Vegas,
Yeah.
Florida.
I think they
It be
doing
just
Wisconsin next.
yeah, they didn't did
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin like this probably like the third time, something like that. But I told cousin like, bro, for me to come up to Wisconsin, I need a rack
I
and
feel
a
you.
plane and a hotel because he gonna want me to coach 5 different guys.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Chance to
Be
work.
hitting them up, getting them warmed up, man. And
Hmm.
then coaching takes some passion and work, like because you
Hmm.
do get involved when you he ain't even got to be your fighter. And then if
Yeah.
they lose, I gotta be hearing these clowns on the boxing voice. You lost every fight on, and I'm like, bro, I don't train these niggas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what
They
I'm
be like
saying?
that
Like,
for real.
yeah, like I don't want to hear all that, bro. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
hear that. You know what I mean? Like, so no, bro. Like I told him, bro, I'm gonna need a rack to show up. Somebody get me a plane ticket and a hotel, and I'll be
Hmm.
glad to show up. But I need a
Right.
rackiante. Rack
Nah, I
me up.
feel you. I feel you on that. 'Cause, like you said, you taking time out of your day or a couple days. That's gonna be a couple days you got to get up there. So to
Yeah,
even
if
do
he
all
expect for
that,
you to work, if the
yeah,
nigga
man.
expect for you to work, that's the least you could do.
Yeah.
No, because they don't be having no amateur coaches for the border wars. Like last time I was lucky,
Oh,
I was lucky. My man Coley came and he got his amateur book too. So we
Oh,
was both like he worked the corner. You know what I'm saying? I even like somebody had paid me that I never met $100 to work a kid corner, and I
mhm.
just gave it to my man Coley because he was with me and he worked the corner. We had to drive. We drove to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And that's like a good 8.5 9 hour drive. It's a little decent drive. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
and we used to do it all the time, but this time it was a little bit different for some reason. It was a little drive, bro. So like, to be doing that and be getting on the plane going to Wisconsin, man, I need a flight. Wisconsin is an open carry state, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it
You know
is.
what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, yeah, like Ohio. Like, bro, I need a ride. Like I
Mhm.
can't just be moving around and doing all of that without some compensation.
Nah, I feel
I
that, man.
mean, yeah. If you ain't making no bread, it don't make sense.
So damn, so what you saying, my guy, we can get the Keyshawn and Shakur fight then. Keyshawn
Yeah,
sounding
man.
like he's like I always thought Keyshawn was for that smoke too. Like I feel like his energy is a little different than Shakur's. I feel like Shakur like buddy with everybody, and Keyshawn more like yo f everybody. I'm ready for y'all.
Bro, the few times, maybe 5 or 6 times I seen this nigga in person, man, he got a different kind of energy, bro. Like, bro, about to smoke, and it's hard to prove that to people unless you spend a significant time around somebody. You know what I mean? Like, when you get around your man and you got your group of friends or whoever, and you can be like, yo, this nigga's about that smoke. Like, I feel like Keyshawn is really about that action. Like, bro, don't just be talking. So I always felt like in the back of my head, like my man said, that Call of Duty buddy shit won't gonna last. So
Yeah.
Keyshawn never came back with the health pack. It's a
Right.
wrap.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a wrap now.
Wrap.
You gotta pack them up, yo. Out
Hey,
to the hangout spot, dropping that $2 on me. I
Which
appreciate you, brother.
man ever came back with the health pack?
hey,
Nah,
facts, yo. He
LA
made for
said,
TV.
yeah, Keyshawn is made for TV. Yeah, I like Keyshawn's style, man. He remind me a lot of Bud. Like that inside fighting that he got now. I always tell people his inside game is great, man. I love when he in the kitchen, bro, exchanging with dudes. He see
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. But I don't want. Of course, I don't want that fight for him no time soon. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couple years maybe. Let it build. Let the shit talking start.
Mhm.
Let it build. But it's only right though, man. They 2 champions in the same division, bro.
Right, yeah, we gotta
Like, come
fight.
on, man. Come on, man. That's some bull. Come on, man.
Yeah, we can't hold up the 35 division any longer, man. I mean, we ain't have a
Yeah.
unified champ since Devin Haney, and Devin Haney ain't been there for a while now, like 2-3 years. So
Yeah.
them dudes got to start fighting each other.
Yeah.
The hangout spot, he said, "Tell Hamza he ducked my show last night." Hey, yo.
Yeah, I told you. Tell him my bad,
Nasty.
bro.
It's
Like, I
nasty,
mean,
Hamza.
that's tweak nasty. Listen, bro. Like training, Dean is a light heavyweight in real life, bro. Because I made him vegan, and when he turned vegan, like his body, he was 230, so now he walk around at 175, and he can really punch though. You know what I'm saying? And then Coley is a natural 60-pounder, and he be punching. He's a heavy body, pause. So like, man, training these guys. Then me being a 5'8" guy, even though I was a puncher myself, but catching they mitts and working with them, because I got these new gloves. They're like boxing gloves with the inside mitt part. So like I be kind of working with them real boxing, and pop, 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 pop. Man, that shit had you gassed in there, buddy. I be whooped. So I climb right in the sack and go pause and go to bed.
Nah, I feel you, bro.
Johnny, I'm sorry. I know, listen, we had a great conversation in the private, and I was very passionate. I am going to come on the show. I am not playing.
Shout out to my dude, GMT Sports in the building. What's going on, my brother?
GMT.
What's good, man? I was trying to come up here earlier, but goddamn, you had to put the girls down. You know what I'm saying? Get them something to do.
Yep. Take care of that father duties, man.
Yeah, you know it. Salute Heavy, man. Salute Ryan. Good interview earlier, man. Hamza, what's good, man?
Oh man, Hamza in the building.
Yeah.
Technical boxing.
What's good, baby? What's good? My bad. Man. People texting me on the gram.
I feel you.
I'm trying to do mad stuff. I appreciate GMT. I never seen you before, but this guy up here in the right.
I watched you before.
Okay, listen, I'm on his stuff, so I'm a little more calm and docile. These guys be trying to get me out of my zone. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen you out your zone before.
Yeah. I really don't like to be out my zone. I like to be like with Rye. That's why I want to come on with Rye, because we just keep them talking boxing and technicalities and keeping it. It's not all a hoopla. So like,
right.
Nah, man, I love this boxing shit, man. That's why I be on the voice. I don't be talking that other shit, Hamza. Like I can't do it, bro. It's not me.
Me neither. It's not me, dog.
Nah, man. But GMT Sports, we think about Keyshawn and Shakur, man. They breaking up.
Hey, I think we was talking about this a while ago, man. I said eventually it's gonna kick off somehow, man. Because
you saw the news though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Eventually it's gonna kick off, because I always felt like the little brother was stepping on the big brother. You know, your little brother keep antagonizing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, now he fighting Shakur opponents. Now you know what I'm saying? And if I do better, I'm gonna ride that. Like at some point, it's gonna bubble. I saw it. And I was gonna talk about it later on my show too. But on everything, I really think like he had a mental lapse. Like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how he thinking. Because that's how he thinking. Because I was watching an interview he did. He was asked about it. He was like, maybe I shouldn't put out there like I really don't like dude like that. And he was talking about Richards and Hitchens. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't like dude at all. You know, and he was trying to play it like it was cool at first, but I think it was one of the things that whole
been expressed that though.
Yeah,
right. He don't fuck with Richardson.
Yeah, but that whole little sequence, man, I think that was a moment of like, okay, you know I don't like him, but you messing with him. All right, then F both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how he felt at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. So I feel like it's bubbling to that point anyway.
Richardson did look like he was meat riding a little bit though.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like that's I call that keeping yourself in the.
That's why he was like, "That's some weirdo shit."
I call it putting yourself in the safe space. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be cool
Yeah,
with
that's
him,
true.
so he don't start talking shit about me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
they all close though, so I don't know why Hitchens. You know what I'm saying? Like he might fight Keyshawn one day. Keyshawn's right there. He only had 5 pounds away. Shoot, he
Yeah.
They
might
all
fight
came up
Shakur
together.
too.
they can
I'm
make it
telling you,
happen.
man.
Bro. If they want to, they can make it happen.
Yeah, I don't know why they got like I feel like a boxing when you're in it, man, you can't really have friends that you too close to, like in weight.
Nah,
Like make
like
spread it apart, man. Like, man, I can't fight. Like if you're a 30 pounder, you can't fight a 60 pounder. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna look at a 60 pounder like I'm gonna fight you.
I
So
never
like,
understood
Yo,
it because what is oh my god, I just went blank. Salute to my man. Shakur fought him in Atlanta. God dang it, who is that?
in Atlanta. Oh,
fought him in Atlanta.
Yeah, they was at that time. They both, you know, he was part of BNB. But
35?
oh, Jamel Herring.
Jamel Herring,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
yep,
they
Oh,
good
the
friends,
Marine.
bro. Yeah, they good friends, bro. I watched them
yeah,
for 3 days straight. I watched them antagonize. Well, Shakur Camp was antagonizing his camp, antagonizing
right.
his wife, and
Yep,
all that stuff. I don't like you. Don't look at me. X, Y, and Z. The minute after that, they hit that hotel.
yep. They was buddies.
The coolest cats
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
ever,
His
bro.
wife,
Like,
wasn't feeling it though.
no, the
Salute,
wife was.
Oh no.
Was you
bro.
there? Was you
Salute, bro.
there?
I see you.
Oh, she was
Appreciate it.
high, bro. She went through the most, bro. Like the my guy had his people there, Shakur, like a couple signees with him and stuff. Boy, that lady couldn't even get on the elevator without them little looks talking about, yeah, you know what you finna do to your husband, right? You know what you finna do to
Yeah,
your
sure,
like,
man.
they was antagonizing the mess out of her, bro.
My guy DC3, he dropped the $2. He said, "Don't be surprised if Kambosos beats Hitchens." Oh, whoa! I
Get
don't know
out of
about
here,
that, bro.
That'd be
DC3.
crazy.
Get out of here.
That'd be
You
crazy.
reaching, baby. You reaching, baby.
That'd be crazy. How
Yeah,
y'all think he
He
gonna
finna
fight
get
him,
tagged
though?
up.
Do you think he fights him the same way he fought Paro? Just keep him
yeah.
at the end of that jab and
I
not
think
try to make
so.
it a scrap at all. Just, you know what I'm saying?
I think Pyro got more skill than Kambosos, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to box him. He's got to box him. I think he's got to box him in a similar manner that he boxed Pyro.
When people say that, Rod, you got to make them explain it. Well, don't be surprised. Explain it technically how he gonna do it.
yeah. That's DC3. You know, he think Kambosos. I don't know, man. I'm not sold on
How though?
Kambosos.
What he gonna come
I
forward
mean,
like
if he sleep
Canelo?
at the wheel, then it's a possibility. But I
If the
doubt
weight
it, bro.
is a problem, it's a possibility because Richard Hitchens got middleweight dimensions, bro. He like
Oh yeah.
5'10" with a 74-inch reach. Like he's a size of a middleweight for real.
Well,
Mhm.
then it might be because it's the IBF rule. So 10-pound rehydration clause.
I think this is Kambosos' first time at 40. First
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
his first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's his first.
But I ain't gonna front though. I think Keyshawn felt comfortable making that comment, getting out of pocket, bro. I think again, like you say, somebody said they came up together. He shared the ring with these cats. God knows how many times. So he knows what his skill level at when it comes to Shakur. He
Right.
knows where it's at when it comes to Hitchens. So I feel like he was just comfortable, like, yeah, I can say this and get away with it with saying it.
I'm
Because
talking about the text message
I
afterwards.
knew one of
was
these niggas.
steaming. Did you see the text message after the goodnight text message?
Nah.
Yeah, he went in more.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
he was like,
that's
if you ain't DB3, I know what time it is.
Oh,
Good
yeah, I saw
night.
that.
Hashtag good night.
Yeah.
So he stamped it. That's a little like I'm
Yeah.
kind of mad about this. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. Now,
Yeah.
if he would have just said, y'all need to get married, y'all some weirdos, and left it at that, I'd be like, oh, he just talking shit amongst some boys, you know. But that
was enough.
That separate one, that was like, I'm stamping this, like, I ain't trying to hear nothing y'all got to say to me no more.
Word.
Yeah. He don't give a fuck. He comfortable saying that. He comfortable being the first one getting out of pocket.
Oh, I thought
And
you were
it's
saying he was
reason.
comfortable enough, like, because they boys, he just talking, you know what I'm saying?
No,
My bad.
I'm saying he comfortable. He comfortable letting Shakur know, nigga. You know what I mean? We on opposite sides now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm here.
He comfortable making the first move to break that shit up.
Yeah.
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 And I think that fight could be sooner than you think, man, because, you know, Tank Davis got Lamont Roach. He tied up, you know, the IBF. We don't know what Lomachenko doing. So, shoot. Keyshawn fight in a couple weeks and then, yo, Shakur in July, they kind of lined up right after.
Yep.
Yeah.
They both gonna be have nobody to fight and shoot. If this boils over even more, Turkey Al-Sheikh got both of them. He can be like, hey, the money, guys.
You feel me? Oh,
I wanted somebody gonna start copping, please. Like, man, I ain't worried about this little bro. He just tripping. He just tripping.
we gonna see what Shakur Hart is in the next few hours or days.
Yeah.
We finna see what kind of response, because I ain't seen no response from Shakur. So we gonna see what Buddy Hart at.
Yeah, that's why I say I think I wanted to gonna cop, please. Little bro just tripping. I ain't worried about it.
Y'all know Keyshawn crazy, man.
Yeah, that's what
you just be on one sometime,
Well, Keyshawn, I like Keyshawn, man. I love his style. I think he's a great action fighter, and he's in a spot where he feels like he can take over the sport. So I feel like, he's like, man, forget Shakur. Like this is blood sport, man. It's my time.
Right.
I'm not sharing it with you.
Hey, that's the thing. That's the thing about boxing. You can't share that like that. Eventually, you're gonna clash, bro. You just gonna, or you gonna upset the natural establishment of things, bro. It only can be one. You know what I'm saying? It only can be one. It can't be two.
That's the Highlander. That's definitely the Highlander.
That's right.
Highlander, yeah. Fact. Got a murder nigga every episode.
Yeah.
You know what? I would logically say, and then I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna get off. I really would like to say that at this point, Keyshawn realizes that his brothers are a little bit more important. I don't want to say it important like that, but like I think he got two brothers this boxing, so he don't have to be brothers with Shakur, because now he has to worry about his own brothers.
Right.
So now he has to create a boxing relationship with that and get that together. And instead of worrying about Shakur being Shakur, brothers with Shakur. And I think he would like to much focus on that and get his just due. You know what I'm saying? Because Shakur is getting his money. You know what I mean? With whether it's with the Turk or whoever he with, he has to establish himself and do those things.
Facts.
It's for him and his brothers, and that should be taken care of first. Family is first, and since they ain't biological blood, as I know, it is what it is. But hey, Ryan, I appreciate you, bro. And that's where I'm starting to gas out. Like I gotta go.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah, I'm starting to gas out. My body.
Hey, it was good to meet you, bro.
No, hey, bro, you need to be on the John all the time with my man Rye. Y'all good mixed balls, because you are funny, bro. And my man GMT, man, it was good meeting you. I like the way your setup look, bro.
Right on.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, brothers, for real.
Doubt.
Hey, yo, Hamza, let the people know where they can find them those technical breakdowns that you doing, dog.
Most definitely. Listen, you can find them on my Instagram at Killertainment or at Cuerno de Chivo. Here's my page right here. I'm averaging right now, I'm averaging 500 followers in 5 days, because I track my metrics. I love numbers.
Damn, that's what's up. Salute.
So I usually get 100 followers a day. And I've learned how to work with the algorithm. You know what I mean? It's all about putting reels up. And I heard Charleston White say this real quick. You know how YouTube got the YouTube University? Like when Instagram has one of those inside of this, and when you watch it, I would like to say they unlock it, because it's like, well, he watched the videos, he knows what's going on. So one day I was just like going over the videos and seeing what information they had, and then it's like it unlocked. I start getting just like, and then when you put out your reels and got good information, and it's not like anybody else's, it's not like you remixing everything. They send out your content to new followers. So it's not like I'm just bubbling. I found out how to use Instagram. I actually just read the manual in the thing, and I seen it work. So I just take my time, make videos, most of them are done on one take. But sometimes I get too hyped watching it, especially when I'm watching Sugar Ray. I'm like, man, he pulling moves, nigga. The fuck, man, blood you. then I got to be like, oh, I'm not even like talking about how to break it down. I got to retake this. But before I go though, I would like to say though, hey Barrios, if you watching this or ever watching my man Ryan, hey bro, you better be on your shit, buddy, because I'm watching this Pacquiao,
my man,
and he looks in shape, brother.
I ain't the only one. See,
and this is the thing, Pacquiao been knocked out, he been beat, he never changes up anything, and he's good with. Listen, he makes a living on Mexican food. He makes a living. Just think about all the guys he ever fought and had problems with. They were defenders. Anybody who was willing to get some work in with you, like Canelo, if you throw punches, Canelo was gonna bruise you. If you running around and not throwing, you're gonna survive like Charlo and Skull. But if you in there with Pacquiao and you throwing punches, hey bro, you better have some type of defense because he is still fast and punching hard, and he's still whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm just watching him like, damn, Cuz is looking crazy fluid. Like this might not be. And then I heard like Barrios was kind of have problems like with his weight, like through some of the people he used to deal with. Like his weight cuts is not good due to the diet.
He's 6 foot, bro. Still making 47.
Barrios 6 foot for real.
Yeah, bro. So 5'11", 6 foot.
I got a box right there.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to bust my own pack, bro. Man, Mario Barrios taller than you, nigga.
Shout to
you lying, blood.
He said, when Keyshawn be with his brothers, they be on Kerr.
Damn, bro, my Coley is 5'10 and a half, 5'10 for real.
He's a tall dude.
Damn, blood. Damn, he might get his pack busted. Yeah, you got to be careful, Barrios. I didn't know you was that big, bro. Like, that could be. No wonder he punching hard like that. Well, if he make that weight, he might bust Pacquiao's head open. But if he have any problems with anything, he is. Listen, you better be careful because that old man knows how to whip that wrist, brother. I'm out. Be looking for Pacquiao. Like for real. Shout out to GMP. He knows. Like you gotta be careful with that guy. He definitely he got a puncher's chance.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my man Hamza, man. Damn.
Yeah, salute Hamza.
He said Pacquiao, eh? Oh man.
You jumping on that boat, Ryan?
Nah. Nah, man. I don't know. There's very few B-hops, you know what I'm saying? Like very
exactly. Few. I'm worried about the reflex. I think the first couple of rounds will tell me a lot, but I'm just worried that 46, you know what I'm saying? It's not the same reflexes, bro.
I think if he eat his bananas, he'll be all right. Not get no cramps in his legs. He'll be all right, bro.
Get that potassium.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
What I will say is, that's probably the best option to come back to. Like, you know, you look at the other champs, Norman, Boots. Those are more dangerous for Pacquiao.
Right.
Those guys probably stop him easy. But, I mean, Barrios, he got a chance to win a title for real.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at him against the kickboxer dude. The reflexes didn't look great in that. I just felt like he was eating way too many shots in that fight. And you can't tell me that dude's a better boxer than Barrios.
Yeah.
You feel me? Man, Pacquiao might get hurt,
that was
bro.
just a money grab, like he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just didn't care.
But if you don't care, then just dance around the ring. Don't.
I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there, but I think he got a shot though.
That motherfucker was tagging the shit out of Pacquiao, man.
He got a shot, but I don't know. Yeah. Barrios, last fight he was in, man, he went life and death with Abel Ramos. You know, that didn't look good for me. I was like, man, he may have, you know, some people think he lost.
Yeah.
Like, it was a draw, but damn. So what you guys think about Caleb Plant and Charlo coming back, yo? They gonna make it to their fight?
As long as it leads to that fight.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Yeah,
as long as it leads to that fight.
I mean, the card is what it is. They both fighting nobodies, but let's hurry up and get I mean, how long Jamal hasn't fought since when? That Benavidez fight?
Yeah. Junior, yep.
And Plant haven't fought since the McCumbee fight.
McCumbee, yeah.
Was that both of them? Was that both last year?
No, I think the Jamal fight was
23?
23 or 24 because it was at the end.
Because
like
Bud Spence was 23. He fought since then, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute because I remember he was supposed to come back on that 10 card, and then something happened with him. He was supposed to come back on the 10 card against Lamont Rowe.
Right.
Something happened.
Damn, it was November 2023. God. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he gotta. I don't know, man. He gotta, because like he didn't look good in the Benavidez Jr. fight to me either. Like, because I'm looking at it like Benavidez is moving up. Like he's not. You know what I'm saying? He's a small guy already. Jamal should have just dealt with him, but it went the whole 10 rounds or whatever it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Plant fight, the McCumbee fight, was September last year.
Yeah, that was on the Canelo and Berlanga undercard.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
They get past these two guys, man. They better meet up at the end of this year. That's all I want to see. That problem got to be rectified.
I hope they ain't trying to put this next one on pay-per-view. I hope Al ain't trying to put this shit on pay-per-view.
Man, if both of them win, that's gonna be a pay-per-view fight.
Yeah, if both of them win, I'm talking about this because both of them on this card.
Oh, this card?
It's
free. It's on Amazon Prime. It's free.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this card is not. I don't know if I haven't heard the whole lineup, but it's not looking pretty good right now as it is. But hey, hopefully that Tank Davis card is gonna be stacked if it gets announced.
Right, they need to announce that ASAP.
So who all on the Tank Davis card?
I don't know yet. I know the July 19th is sounding like it's going to be pretty good because I heard Tim Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora might rematch on that.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I think Bam Rodriguez might be on that card too.
Nah, he's fighting the same day, but they're on the zone. He's with Eddie. So
okay.
In Texas because
that's a lot of fights that day.
Pacheco's fighting McCumbee that day.
That same day. Yeah, Pacheco is fighting McCumbee. Yeah,
Dubois and Usyk. They fighting their rematch. That's gonna be a busy day, man.
That's a full day, right? That's what I was saying. It's a full day, bro.
I think it's supposed to be another good fight on that damn PBC card. That pay-per-view.
On that 19th. I heard Carlos Adames say he want Janabek, but I don't know if they're gonna put it on that one. But that'd be good if they can.
Heck yeah.
They can, then damn.
Yeah, give Janabek what he want.
Yep. Unification.
I'm telling you, man, he can't get what he want. He gonna go to 168 and chase Shiraz down.
Right.
That's who he wanted. That man said, "Nope."
Yeah, Janabek. Yeah, wasn't Shiraz his mandatory or something like that?
Yeah, he chose the other route.
Yeah, he went the other route.
Yeah, he chose the other route, and then after that, he said, "You know what? I'm going up. I'm all right. I'm all right."
They ain't got no details. They just got the Caleb Plant. So it's Caleb Plant, Resendez, Charlo, Lomana.
Yeah.
That's Cornflake.
Yeah, they have
Cornflake.
Anything. Yeah,
that's
Cornflake.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
surprised Carmel Malton's not like announced to be on there. Like he hasn't been in the ring in a minute.
Mm-hmm. But they said he was. I saw something that he was supposed to
fight. He a pay-per-view nigga, so that ain't a pay-per-view fight.
Yeah.
Moulton be on all pay-per-view shit, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He was almost on that Danny Garcia though, that Danny one, which would have been.
Yeah, he didn't make weight.
Yeah.
Lara? Did Danny Lara fight?
No, Danny threw his first.
Oh, his card.
Yeah, Swift Promotions.
Yeah. And he didn't make weight.
Yeah, that was when you was eating that Thanksgiving dinner too much, man.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't mad at him, boy.
Nah, that kid don't fight enough. I think he need to be more active.
Right. He need to be active.
I don't know what they doing over there, but I mean, it's Floyd, man. We can't really question him, right? He made Tank Davis, so
he made Tank, but I don't know, man. It'll be hard to make another one. I think.
Oh yeah,
let Carmel fight and carve his own niche. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. Everybody not fortunate enough to have that road. You know what I'm saying? Let that kid
Word.
start carving his own niche and find himself before it's too late. And he be stuck fighting like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my only downside to the whole TMT right now. Is like those guys don't fight enough. I don't know why they just don't link up with Pro Box, try to do a West Coast thing. You know.
That's the outlet. I don't know why a lot of them don't just, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Let them eat. Let them eat. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing lined up. Let them go eat.
Right.
That's
Yeah, I
why
think
like
it's still matchmaking because you know you go to Pro Box, you're gonna be matched right, bro. You're not gonna be in there with no scrubs.
Facts.
Yeah. But iron sharpens iron, right?
Yeah, you're gonna be in there
Yeah.
for a fight.
Iron sharpens iron. Let them see where you lay.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
But somebody like that in that position definitely should be extending that olive branch to somebody like Pro Box for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, the more y'all can bring the sport together on that level is super dope, and it should be
Yeah.
easy to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, easy to do.
Yeah.
And it's YouTube, bro. So it's like the eyeballs gonna see
Man,
them.
Pro Box
Right.
everywhere, bro.
Mhm.
Tubi,
I love it,
Pro, Roku. You can see Pro
Mhm.
Box everywhere.
bro. I look at just 2 years, bro. Look at what has happened with Pro Box in 2 years, man.
Man, I remember we used
It's
to
remarkable,
they
bro.
was sitting at a fold-up table. All of them was
Mhm.
at a
Right.
round fold-up
Yeah.
table, bro. Straight
Word.
up.
Yeah,
Shout out Pro
man.
Box, man.
Nah,
It
they
was
come
like,
a long way, and shout out to them, man, because they standing on, doing their own thing. They haven't jumped over to the whole Turkey Al Sheikh ship, and I'm okay with that because we still need people to do their own thing out here. We can't all have one guy just doing the whole thing, man. So
yeah, they definitely serve a purpose of when I came up, they ain't trying to tell my age, but we used to have Friday, boxing after dark,
Mhm.
USA boxing, you know
Friday
what I'm
night
saying?
light.
Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We need that. So
right,
you can see your up and comers coming up and things like that. And I think that's what the game is. When they took that away, that really hurt the sport, bro.
yep,
Cause like now the new fans don't have nothing to go off of. They don't have those stats. They see them right when they become stars.
right,
Yeah.
You know what I
right,
mean? And then they so quick to criticize, you know what I'm saying? So they don't get to pick a fighter and watch that journey and actually, form a bond as if somebody do a basketball team. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. That
So
development
and
process.
yeah,
It's like
that's
exactly that development, yeah.
yeah,
And that's why I like to give Pro Box so much credit because that's basically the slot they filling.
yeah.
They giving us a platform where you can see some of these guys grow, and then you can see a lot of the great, veterans
The
that's
legend,
been
right?
around the block,
right,
And then now they bringing in champions. It was a time where no champions on Pro Box,
yeah,
so super dope, man. Lamont
nah,
Roach, bro, hey slick. You remember we covered Lamont Roach
Yeah.
and the white
He
boy
was on there. He was on there, and then he turned
Pro
around
Box.
and threw
yep,
his own card with Pro Box.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yep. And yeah, shout out to them because they don't limit their guys either. They throw them on those other cards. Like, they
Mhm.
had Hot Rod on that Riyadh season
Hot
card
Rod,
against
Yeah,
yeah.
Andy
on
Morrell.
Riyadh. Yep.
Trevor McCumbee, he goes
Uh,
out and fights Caleb Plant.
Yeah.
Ronnie
Omac
Rios.
had a couple of his fighters on there. His heavyweight always on the one.
Yep.
He's on there.
Kelvin Davis.
Yeah,
Yep.
Kelvin Davis. Yeah,
Yep.
he had a few fights on
Yeah.
the Pro
Yep.
Box. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yep,
man,
no
they
doubt.
doing big things. I like what they doing. So I don't want them to ever leave because we need that. Like you said, we need that spot right now.
Yeah,
Nobody's
that
filling
outlet,
it.
bro. You need that outlet. That's why I like UK boxing because like they prelims be long in the mud, but then
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But just as much we watching, trust me, the promoters watch because you'll see a guy from the prelims that made it to the undercard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like that.
Yeah.
Gotta get
That's
some
always been my
eyes, man.
motto. That's always been my motto. Watch them prelims and watch them undercards. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yep.
where your stars gonna come from.
That's where
Always
you're
been
gonna
that way.
see what they can do, what they can't do, the whole
Right.
process.
That's right.
There's a lot of dudes out there that get hype and then they just never, I don't know, they just never get over the hump, man. And we all can see it.
Yeah, it was like after Mayweather came up with that 20, what was that? What was it, 24/7? What was it called?
Oh yeah, All Access. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
All
that
that,
shit,
all
yeah.
that shit came out. Nobody cared about the Friday night fights and none of that. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, I get to
Right.
see in their house. I get to see
Yeah.
their cars. I get to, man, I don't care
Yeah,
about
that's the
none of
nice
that.
shit, my nigga. That's the-
I tell you something. I ain't gonna lie. The one I did care about was two. The
Mhm.
Ryan and Tank. I thought that one was dope. But the
Oh,
one
yeah.
with, when Charlo, man, I gotta bring the Rolio out because this Canelo. I said, oh, he finna lose,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
He finna lose. This man said he had to bring his
Yeah.
good clothes on because he fighting. Cause I said, yeah, he finna lose,
Yeah.
bro. You give him too much respect, bro. He finna lose.
Yeah, he was
Mhm.
yeah. When his tone
Sometimes,
changed, when he didn't get that Canelo that energy, I was like, man, he losing. Like,
yeah,
man, you supposed to come in here with that big Charlo energy. Like, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? What happened to that guy? Like, yo, calling out, I didn't get it, man. I was like, he's just too nice. Like you said, he was too
It
nice.
was, bro. He was like, this Canelo, man. You know, I was
Yeah.
like, no, bro. Your eyes on that bag.
Mhm.
His mind was made up. Win, lose, or draw. I'm finna be a very rich man.
Right.
That's what his mind was.
Facts.
Yeah,
I
'cause
know.
all he kept saying was, "Oh, I didn't get knocked out," and I'm like, "Bro, come on, that was your end goal." Like, shout out to Derrick James, he get a lot of slack, but he was telling Jamal, like, "What's wrong with you, bro? Why you not fighting?" Like,
Right,
Yeah, he asked
right,
him straight up, "Do you want to win?"
right.
But so,
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt when he said that. At least I get knocked out. That shit, that
yeah,
reminded me of Pinky on Friday. Yeah, man, I held my own, though. Held my own.
yeah, he'll moan. Facts.
hey, LA, he said Crawford versus Spence was lit. Yeah, man,
Hell
that
yeah,
that
it
was
was
a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
build up too. That
Yeah,
was
Yeah,
another
yeah.
one.
yeah.
Yeah, Spence eating those burgers. Yeah, man.
Talking
I'm
about he in
still
shape.
mad though, man. I'm still mad at that
Dude, like a
fight,
light
bro.
heavyweight, bro.
Oh
Still mad at
man.
that fight. I got animosity about that fight,
What, the
man.
Earl Spence fight?
Yeah,
For
I
real?
just yeah. I mean, even though I picked Bud to win for sure. We we
Yeah.
already went over that, but I really wanted a throwback fight, bro. Like I really wanted a
Yeah.
back and
I think
forth.
that's what we thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, I
And it
really
didn't.
wanted a
I,
glimpse of that 80s era,
yeah,
70s,
Yeah.
late
yeah.
70s era. You know what I mean? I wanted a glimpse of it, and I thought we could get it.
It's hard. It was well, we already talked about it, but I was like, I just felt like his style was tailor made for a Bud though. Like
Yeah,
double
yeah,
jab,
for
coming
sure.
overhand, double jab. Everything was gonna start from a double jab. Once he got that jab out the way, it was a wrap, bro.
Yeah.
And then you dealing with a guy that got like 75% of what you would wish a box had 99% of. You know what I'm saying? He could
Mhm.
Yeah,
he could hit, you know what I'm saying? He could bang and he could box, he could move, he could punch while he moved. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
good feet. That'll be if it wasn't him, it could have been any fighter like Earl. Man,
Yeah,
probably
I
would
agree.
the same way being, you heavy, lean on your front foot like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
yeah.
You
He
know,
blessed him.
he made a lot of mistakes. Earl made so many mistakes. The number
Yeah,
one
when he
was when he came out, what was that, the second round and rushed Bud. I
Yeah.
said, you messed up, bro. Because now
yeah,
Bud, you probably could have got 1 through 4 if you would have coasted, because Bud would have took time. But
Mhm.
because you came out and rushed him, he turned it up real quick on him.
yeah.
Word,
Real
word.
quick on him.
And when he kind of manhandled him and pushed him off him, I
Oh
knew
my
I knew
God,
at
that
that
was
point.
crazy.
I knew
Hey,
at that point, and I want to say that was like the third round. I
Yeah,
said,
that's
man,
still
this
early.
is a
it's
wrap.
over. When he pushed him and he took them steps back, I said, oh,
He's strong.
he's
He's
strong.
strong.
He's strong, right?
Mhm.
I'm strong. I'm
Yeah,
strong.
He was
man.
strong.
Yeah, he was strong, bro. I said, yes.
Yeah, I think for me actually was the Kell Brook fight versus Spence is when I saw that Spence couldn't fight on the back foot. Like
Yeah,
Oh
Kell
yeah,
Brook
yeah.
controlled that whole fight until he got tired. Basically,
yeah,
he gassed out.
yeah,
But if you watch that fight, man, Spence was on the back foot and he wasn't looking good at all. If
yeah.
if, if Brook don't gas out, he probably never becomes the IBF champ
Right.
because
Spence
he
is
was in
like,
England too. They weren't gonna give
right.
him that
Yeah.
decision.
Nah, they won't get
That's a
him.
great point, Ryan. That's a great fucking
Mhm.
point, bro. Yeah. It
Hey,
was the conditioning that got him over the hump.
oh for
Got
sure.
him to stoppage on that one.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now he beat great guys. Like I'm not gonna take nothing against Sean Porter.
No,
That was
no.
razor sharp, yo.
That was
That
that
glove don't touch the ground now.
That was a hell of a performance versus Ugas coming off the Manny win.
that was a
Yep.
good fight.
Yep.
That,
The
that,
Yeah.
Ugas
that,
fight.
that Sean Porter is his greatest fight to date. Because
Yeah.
that shows you what he was built for. He fight like a Mexican, bro. Come forward. He wants to be inside. He'll sit inside with you all day.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what he was built for. That type of fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Good ton of credit for
Mhm.
what he's done. Y'all think he's done, man? You think he's finished?
Yeah, I think he's done, man.
He'll get in the ring this year. I think so.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
don't he just everything in life that he's showing us right now, he's spending time with his family. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think when athletes get to that point where it's family time, like they lose something, like they lose the hunger, you know. And I think it's okay if he wants to step away from it because, you know, he's got shoot, he's been through 2 car crashes that he should have probably never been in or never
Right.
made it out of. Should have
Right.
never been here. And then you got that
Yeah.
brutal beating. But I mean, Earl Spence has done everything in boxing we want our favorite fighters to do. He always took tough fights. You know, he said no tune-ups. He always did
Yeah.
that. And, you know, I can't get mad at that man if he hangs it up, man.
This nigga never. I don't even remember him fighting a mandatory,
He
man. It
fought
was
one.
all just
I think, who was his mandatory? He fought one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
ooh,
I can't remember his name.
since he became a
Hold
champ.
on, motherfucker.
Maybe Ocampo, maybe?
Ocampo, that's his
Yeah,
name.
I
Ocampo
think that
was
was
Ocampo.
one
That was
off.
one.
Oh
one
yeah,
that
because
was
that
like-
was after the Kell Brook fight,
Yeah,
right?
that was
Mhm.
one mandatory, and that was it.
Yeah,
yeah, other than that, it was unifications.
Mhm.
that was it.
Yep. But no, I like Earl, man. And if he want to bow out, that's what's up. But if he come back, it's only one fight I want to see him fight:
Which one?
Ooh,
Keith Thurman. And that's,
Okay, yeah.
that's the only one that really makes sense.
that was the deciding factor because Earl made a living on his fights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Earl fought most of Kell Brook's leftovers. That was supposed to be the fight. Like, okay, let's see who best between you two cats, and the shit never fucking happened. I don't like you, you don't like me, and all this shit.
well, he held a grudge because he felt like Keith supposed to have fought him, especially when he unified. He said he would.
No, he
fight
was,
him.
and I feel him on that because the same way Keith was acting, that's how Mayweather did Keith. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
I
but
was
Mayweather
mad
had
at
an
mandatory.
excuse, man. He was
Yeah.
old. Mayweather had an excuse, man.
you know.
Goddamn, Keith Thurman ain't had no excuse. He kept getting money and got lazy, man.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is Keith Thurman was talking that same shit Earl talking.
Mm.
He don't want to fight me, fuck me, nah, 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 nah. And then now, you get what I'm saying? Now the shoe in reverse. Well, he did nothing. Well,
Yeah.
the same talk's coming your way. You gonna serve that to somebody else, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
that ain't cool.
yeah.
So I understood why Earl was mad, but now y'all need to get over that. Go on and settle that.
I mean, if you want to get another payday from boxing, you know what I'm saying? If I'm out, I'm like, yo, nigga, I can't. If you fight anybody else at 54, man, it's looking wild.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
got to
like
deal
the
with
division,
Keith,
bro.
man.
yeah.
You know, that's a marquee fight.
And
Yeah, I think that one could happen. Especially like I thought Keith was gonna fight Tim Tszyu. Like that's what it looked like was gonna happen.
Yep.
So now that Keith is, you know, he ain't got that fight. I mean, why not fight Earl, man?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, on some real shit, Ryan, who do you see Earl beating at 54 outside of maybe a Keith Thurman?
Yeah, that once you get into
Because I
that
don't think
top
Keith
10,
can, even right now, I don't think Keith can knock him out. But who you think he could beat at 54, bro?
yeah, man, it's rough at 54. Like
It's
outside that
crazy.
top 10, bro, I don't know. Like even Lubin, I don't think he could beat Lubin right now. Like, Charles Conwell's maybe Conor Benn because he's ranked there. But I don't know why Conor.
This
Benn's
would be the
ranked.
time to catch Lubin, because he just fought on Pro Box. Shout out Pro Box.
Mhm.
I didn't think he looked great against Holmes Jr., bro. That wasn't a convincing performance for me. I like that he got the stoppage. It came late as hell. I think it was the 11th.
Yeah,
I'm not so sure he's ready for Bachram, but I think if he could get the Earl fight, they go life and death.
oh shit,
I
yeah,
think
they
they go
might,
life
they
and
might,
death.
because you know Earl coming forward. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gonna have two hands too.
mm-hmm.
Because old boy was fighting with one hand basically the whole fight.
And Keith looks so
Lubin seemed
goddamn
like he
sharp.
couldn't just get off. He didn't start getting off till late.
Yeah,
How the hell do Keith be taking them long ass layoffs and come back and be looking sharp as hell, bro?
yeah, I don't get it, man.
Bro, be coming back.
That special joy
looking
icy hot.
sharp. Hey,
Yeah, that special joy icy hot boy.
you feel me, man? Like he
Yeah.
got some. Because I was giving Joey Spencer, or I mean, not him. Who's the Australian he fought?
The weatherman, they was calling him weatherman.
Was
bro.
yeah, whatever.
Can't
I
think
was
his
like,
name.
damn, okay, you know, I'm giving them a shot in the dark. But Keith was just so sharp, bro. He was just
Yeah,
come back, fight Barrios, sharp as a bitch, rearranges Barrios' face.
yeah, he
You know what I mean?
beat Barrios. That was crazy.
And at least in that one, he did kind of in between rounds. His age was showing because the way he was walking back to the corner, like man, shit.
Yeah. Well, that's because Barrios hurt him with a body shot. You know, Keith,
Yeah.
he's soft to the middle.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Nah,
But man, he still look sharp, bro.
yeah. He did. Well, fellas, I gotta get up out of here and get ready to go live on my
I
show,
feel
y'all.
you, bro. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
about to cut it too. Yeah, let the
For sure.
people know where they can find y'all, man.
You can find me right here where it say at the bottom at GMT Sports. You know what I'm saying? And salutes to Ryan. Like I say, Ryan behind great interviews over there on Million.co. Make sure I go check him out over there. That's dope. And I ain't even know nothing about that platform. That's hella hard, bro. That's dope.
Well, yeah, I signed up too on the live.
Huh?
I said I signed up on the Millions too. Rocking with Ryan on
Oh,
there.
yeah?
Dope. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
let
I
me
didn't
know if you
anything
guys
about it.
I know the people there, so if you guys want to do content on there, let me know. I'll link you up with them, and they send you interviews. That's basically what they do. And I take what I can
word.
get. So yeah, man,
Oh,
for
okay.
sure. Y'all hit me
Okay,
up,
for
man.
sure.
I'm gonna take you up on that, fam. I'm gonna
Yeah,
take you up
man.
on that.
I'll
sure.
just hit them up with y'all, and yeah, you set up your profile, and you can link it to your YouTube as well. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got halfway through, man. I didn't get to finish it. But yeah,
Mhm.
I'm definitely gonna finish it, man. All right, fellas. I'm gonna see y'all in a minute.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Let me know where they can find you, Heavy Bags.
Yeah, man, right here on YouTube. Heavy Bag TV. Instagram Heavy Bag TV and Twitter Heavy Bag TV, man. Appreciate the love, man. It was fun hanging out, man.
Absolutely, man.
Hopefully I can get back over here with you.
Yeah, man.
Oh, did you fix the drop? Did you get my
I did. I think I
my
I
DM?
resent it. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely got
Okay,
you
I
this time.
appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you,
My
man.
man. All right, man. It's a lot out for sure. Salute you, my brother. I'm out of here.
Salute. Oh man, appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. That was a good show. Definitely showing love to everybody who jumped in, man. Shout out to Heavy Bags TV. Y'all go check him out. GMT Sports, go check him out. And my man Hamza, you know him, man. He pops in when he can. I love his breakdown, man. You know, he knows a lot about boxing. So, anytime he can come through, I'm with it, man. But y'all know what it is, man. We about to head on out, man. Go get something to
What? I will slap you if you don't move this car. I'ma slap you. I'ma slap you. Okay. What? I will slap you if you don't move this car.